Hello from Simply Media and Diva Brown, the publisher. We're coming to you from New Hampshire in the lovely month of June, and can you hear the water behind us? And I think it's really nice for you to see all this. It's really pleasant. And today's title is number 22, Mexico. And the media has not reported much about this when it actually worked. They reported a lot about it when they tried to create hysteria, like with bad weather, to make you watch. But what's interesting is the United States made a deal with Mexico, and they were concerned that we weren't being treated fairly in terms of trade and other issues of immigration. Well, whether that's true or not, a deal was made with Mexico, and the deal was to the advantage of Americans, which is that they will work to stop illegal immigrants coming in and costing the United States a lot of money and trouble and all the rest of it, which has been well reported. The fascinating point about this is the deal, the art of the deal, is such that the Mexicans will benefit, as will the United States. The Mexicans will be able to stop the inflow and people being there, and the United States can give them a lot more additional business. Now, that's really good because this is our southern neighbor, and anything we can do to help them is good, and they're helping us. Now, the linchpin for this in many ways, which you can look into, was when Guatemala made a deal with us, which is they made a deal to help us secure borders, and we made a deal with them to give them more business. Well, isn't that grand? Supporting our neighbors is a wonderful thing. Giving them business is a wonderful thing. The United States is a net buyer around the world, so why not give it to our neighbors and our friends? If they help us, we help them. This is an important thing for you to look into. What you do about it is a different matter, but certainly respect it. And when you look at Mexico and Guatemala, both of their leaders are termed leftists, but nevertheless, they still want the business. They still want good things for their country, of course, and they're doing it. So together, we're making a big statement. The news doesn't like to talk good news stories because it doesn't sell as well as bad news. But I think it's important that you understand what a great step forward it is. And of course, as in a chess game, now that Mexico and Guatemala are working closer with us, and don't forget Justin Trudeau, who has done a pivot in Canada as it's gone increasingly conservative, actually more conservative than the United States, in both its election of the premier in Ontario and more recently in Alberta. He's made a deal to get pipelines working with the government buying it and rewarding the indigenous people with part of the money. So it's a win-win all the way around as the Canadians start to benefit more from their natural resources. And always remember with the Canadians, they have as much as the United States, but 1/10 the people. So Canadians benefit more per person than we do in the United States. This is the good news story, and we bring it to you because isn't it nice? And by the way, that's why the stock market's up, and things are looking prosperous right now. That isn't forever, but it's really nice that it's happening. Thank you from Simply Media. Enjoy this, and goodbye for now.